In September 1863, the Battle of Chickamauga took place in northwestern Georgia. Known as the River of Death, this engagement was the second deadliest of the American Civil War, defined by dense terrain, command issues, and a catastrophic miscommunication that altered the course of the conflict. Chattanooga served as a critical gateway to the Deep South, boasting vital rail hubs and industrial centers. Recognizing its importance, Union leaders viewed seizing this position as the key to splitting the Confederacy and opening a path toward Atlanta. On the eve of battle, the opposing forces were asymmetric. The Union's Army of the Cumberland held high momentum following a successful campaign, while the Confederate Army of Tennessee, though larger, faced internal division and command disputes, despite receiving significant reinforcements by rail. The lead-up to the battle involved complex maneuvering. After Union forces forced a Confederate retreat from Chattanooga, Bragg utilized deception to concentrate his army. Eventually, realizing the danger of isolation, the Union forces consolidated their positions along Chickamauga Creek. The terrain itself acted as an enemy. Thick cedar forests and dense undergrowth neutralized the effectiveness of long-range artillery, forcing infantry into difficult, close-range combat, where commanders often struggled to see their own lines, creating a profound fog of war. On September 18th, the struggle centered on crossing points along the creek. Bragg aimed to wedge his army between the Union forces and Chattanooga. Despite a stubborn defense by Union cavalry and mounted infantry, the Confederates managed to force the crossings by nightfall. The morning of September 19th began with an accidental meeting. A localized search for water escalated into a full-scale engagement, as both sides fed reinforcements into the fray, unaware of the full strength of the forces they were encountering in the dense woods. By the afternoon of September 19th, the battlefield saw shifting lines and vicious close-quarters combat across a 3-mile front. Despite the intensity, the day ended without a clear victor, leaving both armies to dig in and prepare for the next day. During the night, Bragg reorganized his army into 2 wings. Newly arrived reinforcements, including General Longstreet, bolstered the Confederate ranks. Bragg devised a plan for a rolling assault at dawn to drive the Union Army away from the vital exit at Rossville Gap. The planned dawn attack on September 20th was delayed until 9:30 a.m. due to command friction. While the initial assault against the Union's left was largely repulsed, the pressure compelled Union commanders to pull reinforcements from their center, dangerously thinning their defensive lines. By 11 a.m., the dense vegetation created a visual illusion of a gap in the Union line. In an attempt to address this phantom hole, a fatal order was issued that inadvertently created a real, catastrophic opening in the defensive front. At noon, the Confederates exploited the gap with a massive, focused column. The Union center and right collapsed under the sudden assault, leading to a rout. General Rosecrans, overwhelmed by the situation, retreated from the field toward Chattanooga. In the afternoon, General George H. Thomas organized a desperate, successful stand on Snodgrass Hill, holding back repeated Confederate assaults until nightfall. This brave action earned him the legendary nickname, the Rock of Chickamauga, and saved the remaining Union army from destruction. The cost of the battle was devastating, with heavy casualties on both sides. While the Confederates held the field, the staggering loss of their effective fighting force and senior leadership crippled their ability to maintain further offensive operations. Ultimately, Chickamauga was a hollow tactical victory for the Confederacy. Bragg's failure to pursue the defeated Union forces allowed them to regroup in Chattanooga. Under U.S. Grant, the Union eventually broke the siege, turning a Confederate success into a strategic defeat that opened the road to Atlanta.